Did you know that that budget bill passed yesterday? And it's pretty soon, a lot of you Trump voters, you're not going to have a lot of things that you had it when 2025 started out. You're not going to have a lot of things that you had before you voted for Donald Trump on November 5th, 2024. Particularly one state that's being bitch slapped is Nebraska. You know, it was announced right after Trump took office, and they canceled the subsidies to all those farmers in Nebraska, and they were all going belly up, and they were predicting that Nebraska would be bankrupt in 6 months. I'm talking to you guys specifically. There's another bit of news I want to share with you on this happy 4th of July day. I just heard word that one of y'all remaining hospitals has just announced that they're closing. Yeah, Nebraska, you're losing your hospitals too. See, after that bill was signed, and in that bill, everyone except for Trump voters know that they're cutting the Medicaid and Medicare. And with that being cut, that's going to cause a lot of hospitals to close. And yours in Nebraska has already announced that they're closing. Happy 4th of July.
Nebraska clinic closes. Yeah, a clinic has already closed, knowing full well of what is coming with the big bad Republican bill. When it does finally pass today, it's going to devastate these clinics across the country, and people in rural areas are going to have no access to health care. It's going to be extremely difficult as hundreds of these locations across the country close. And it's happening because Republicans voted for this. Republicans did this to Americans. So you will struggle now. Millions of you will be without any health care. Millions of you will be without health care facilities to go to. You'll have to now drive out of your way some 40, 50, 60, 70 miles or more, because these clinics are going to close because of the Medicaid payments. That's right. This is brought to you by Republicans. You have no one else to blame. Republicans are doing this, and clinics are starting to close already.
And it begins. A rural hospital in Nebraska closed, citing the upcoming bill that's going to cut health care for millions. And guess who won Nebraska in the 2024 election? Trump. So it's already hurting his supporters. It's like watching cows lining up to go to the slaughterhouse and them applauding it. Like, bro, make it make sense. It's crazy because, like, as long as they think it's gonna hurt the others, they're okay with it. Oh, what the, like, I'm lost for words.
Nebraska hospital is already closing due to the impending Medicaid cuts. The listeners come to us from Nebraska Public Media. It says Southwest Nebraska Hospital announces plans to close, blames uncertainty over funding. The uncertainty over federal Medicaid funding appears to have claimed its first victim in Nebraska. Community Hospital in McCook announced Wednesday that it will close Curtis Medical Center in Curtis, winding down its operations and services over the next several months. The CEO of Community Hospital said that unfortunately this current financial environment, driven by anticipated federal budget cuts to Medicaid, has made it impossible for us to continue operating all of our services, many of which have faced significant financial challenges for years. Earlier this week, during a Zoom meeting put on by a multi-state organization, United Today, Stronger Tomorrow, officials estimated that up to 6 Nebraska hospitals could be forced to close if the bill passes. And we all know that bill just passed recently. And they said they have currently 6 hospitals that they feel are in a critical financial state, 3 of which are impending kind of closure and a conversion over to the rural emergency hospital model. Now, it is important to point out that Nebraska is extremely red. I don't know if they realize, but when you have towns of only 1,000 people, you can't afford to have a fully functioning hospital without somebody subsidizing it for you. So, I hate to say this, but they voted for this. But y'all tell me what y'all think about all this in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.
Hi guys, welcome back to Rosem React. In today's video, we are diving into a situation that's not just sad, it's terrifying. After the one big beautiful bill passed in the US, rural hospitals across Nebraska are shutting down. That's right, healthcare is vanishing in daytime, and people are left wondering, how are we supposed to survive without it? Let's get one thing straight here. This big beautiful bill was sold as a win for the American people. Politicians called it bold, transformational, and even patriotic. But what they didn't say is that it is slashed Medicaid funding, leaving small town hospitals drowning, and some have already started to close their doors.
I hope those fireworks bust your ass right in the face. Because you deserve it. That's exactly what you deserve, because you bust the entire country in their face. So now, when your farmers are already belly up, you should be going bankrupt right about now. Maybe next month. Because 6 months from January, that's about July, August. Okay. So you should be going bankrupt pretty soon as well. And now they're closing your hospitals down. So, when y'all have these medical emergencies, you won't have a hospital to go to. Happy 4th of July again. I just want to keep reiterating this. And I want to keep focused on this. Because I really want you to see your handiwork at work. I want you to see your choicing skills and the ramifications from them. And also, get ready for any of you out there, Trump supporters, who Mima and Pawpaw are in medical assistance, senior citizen homes. Go and clean out that junk room in your house and put in hospital beds and bedpans, because you're going to have to bring all them old folks home. Because see that Medicaid that was in that bill yesterday that they signed that y'all cheered, that's going to cut off support. Yeah. Financial support to people who are living in those homes that y'all don't have to deal with. Well, get ready to start cleaning up piss, wiping ass, and making sure medications are given on time. And you know that Meatma and Pawpaw, who are probably really grumpy, maybe be dealing with Alzheimer's or having those, let's say, little nasty outbursts, be ready to endure that too. And don't go abusing them old people. Don't go abusing them old people because you're frustrated because you got to take care of your family now that you voted this shit in. And once more and again, happy 4th of July. And before I get out of here bringing all this great news to you of what your vote is bringing on to you, before I get out of here bringing you all this great news of what your vote has done to you, I just got one question. Nebraska! Your hospital is closing. Is it great again yet? Nebraska! You'll be going bankrupt pretty soon. Is it great again yet? Nebraska! Your farmers are losing their farms. Is this what you call great again? If it is, I'm glad you got it. Because it doesn't fit a better group of people than you. Happy 4th of July.
One of the first victims, the Curtis Medical Center in southwest Nebraska. This little clinic served a tiny town of 900 people, families, the elderly, the babies, and now it's shutting down because they can't survive the Medicaid cuts. That's not just a local clinic closing, that's a community losing its lifeline. And people in these areas don't have another hospital down the street. In rural Nebraska, a hospital closing means that the next nearest emergency care would take 45 to 60 minutes away. Imagine someone having a heart attack, a stroke, or a baby being born with complications and there's no one nearby to help. That's not just scary, that is deadly. And it's not just Curtis. According to reports, 44% of rural hospitals in Nebraska are already operating at a loss. And more closures are expected. The Nebraska Hospital Association want this won't happen. They said if Medicaid is gutted, these hospitals won't make it. And here we are. The bill is about to wipe out healthcare coverage for 78,000 Nebraskans. That's people who depend on Medicaid for doctor's visits, surgeries, medication, and even mental health services. We are talking about moms, kids, elderly folks, not just numbers, but real people who now have to ask themselves, what do I do if I get sick? And if you think this is only affects the healthcare, think again. Hospitals in rural areas are often the largest employers in their town. So when they close, it's not just doctors and nurses losing jobs, it's tutors, cafeterians, workers, ambulance drivers. It's a total economic hit to the small town in America. And when the hospitals are closing, DT and his supporters are calling it a victory. They are out here throwing parties while people are losing access to insulin, cancer treatment, maternity care, you name it. What is worse is that this is happening in communities that voted for the same people who passed this bill. Many in rural Nebraska supported DTs and Republicans, believing they'd protect rural America, but instead they got policies that are ripping their health care away. It's cruel irony. The same people who were promised America first are now forced to suffer when budget cut hits. And now, many of them are waking up and asking, wait, why is my clinic closing? The answer is the same bill you clapped for. Let's talk about the bigger picture here. When a country starts getting healthcare, especially in poor and rural areas, it's not just about money, it's about values. Are we saying that people in smaller towns don't deserve the same care as those in the cities? That's their disposable, because that's how it looks like right now. Healthcare is not a luxury, it's a human right. And no matter where you live, whether in Omaha or in a tiny city like Nebraska town, you deserve to see a doctor when you are sick. You deserve to give birth safely. You deserve not to die from something preventable just because it is too far away. And for the people saying, well, maybe they should just move to the city, let me stop you right there. These are families rooted in their communities. These are farmers, factory workers, truck drivers. Their lives, their homes, and histories are in these towns. They shouldn't have to uproot everything just to see a doctor. Even worse, many people in the communities feel betrayed. They trusted the system, and they voted with hope, and now they are facing a healthcare disaster. And some are turning to GoFundMe just to pay for an ambulance ride. That is what happens when you put politics above people. It's also important to say that this won't stop with Nebraska. Other rural states are next if this bill cuts got nationwide. We could see dozens, maybe hundreds of rural hospitals close across the US. That is not just a healthcare crisis, it's a national emergency. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.